Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, I've got my own applause machine. I think everybody should have their own applause machine, don't you? I mean, it's just so awesome to be able to like press a button and have people clap for you. Hey, good morning, everyone. Today is day 17. Today's Thursday, and this is 30 Days Live with Russ. I made it my goal at the beginning of November to go live every day for 30 days. And I'll let you in on a little secret. I skipped a day. And I'm going to make that up at the end. I know there's only 30 days in November. I figured that out yesterday after I've been saying, oh, I'm going to go live on the 31st of November. Yeah, that wasn't real smart. But hey, I am going to go live either twice on the 30th, or we'll carry this over to December 1st. Super excited and thrilled that you're here. If you're with me live, hey, I need your help. So here's what I need. I need interaction. And the best way to do that, since I can't hear your voice, is for you to drop some comments in the chat. Really super excited about that because we are streaming live in YouTube, over on my YouTube channel, and we are also live in my Facebook timeline. So yeah, this is pretty cool, and I'm going to turn off notifications. I got all sorts of buzzers and stuff like that going off, so we'll turn all that off for about an hour. But hey, this is an assignment I gave myself. I'm actually punishing myself because I wanted to get really good at going live and just providing value. As I've been sharing over the last 17 days, this is all about health and hope and positivity and just interacting with people that have a common goal. And that's to be nice and positive to one another. So if you are with me live, please drop in the chat, whether you're over on YouTube or over on Facebook. In the comments, I can read those and I will bring them on screen and we can interact with each other during my live today. Now, you're not going to want to go away because many people this time of the year start falling off track as it relates to their health goals. And I've got Denise with me, not live, but I've got Denise giving us some tips. She's going to throw down some tips, 5 tips to help you get back on track with your health goals, so you don't want to miss that. Let's see. So I'd love to kind of know what's going on in your world. You know, I think a lot of times when people are on social media, you know, you're watching TikTok videos or you're watching, you know, what other people are doing. And here's one of the things I do know about Facebook in particular is that we're all showing our best self, right? And nobody's airing out their dirty laundry. Actually, I take that back. I actually have known where somebody got upset with their husband and they took all of their clothes and threw them out on the lawn and took a picture of it and said, you know, this dirty rascal, you know. And anyway, so I don't recommend that you do that for sure. But, you know, I think sometimes we get really focused on other people and what they have and what they're doing. And wow, their life looks so happy. Yeah, I mean, I can just share from your own experience. Everybody has real life going on, right? No matter what, no matter how successful you think they are, no matter how happy you think they are, sometimes there's difficult moments in life. I think that's all part of life, right? So social media, we tend to kind of always show the best front forward. Now, I can share with you, Denise and I have been together over 13 years, I think. We are actually going to be celebrating our 13th meet-iversary, our very first date coming up in November, on November 29th. Maybe I'll bring Denise on that day and we can talk about how we first met and our Match.com experience. That's always comical. But hey, if you're with me live, please drop in the chat or in the comments anything about, you know, where you're coming in from. Have you decorated for Christmas? Everybody's curious about that. Are you getting excited for the holidays? I know we are. So we decorated the house, I don't know, a couple of weeks ago. The tree's all up, everything's all lit. I think actually Denise has gone online and bought all the Christmas gifts for the grandkids, right? So those are starting to arrive. And Santa Claus is going to come over and make sure they're all right, get them all wrapped and underneath the tree just in time for the grandkids. But yeah, I love the holidays. I love Christmas. I love, you know, the house all decorated with lights. Oh, and as you all know, if you've been coming along with me live, does anybody else out there have a pre-lit Christmas tree? A comment if you do, if you have a pre-lit Christmas tree. I'm going to let you in on a little secret. The lights don't last forever. All right. Now we bought our tree, I don't know, about 12 years ago. And the lights over the last couple of years, sections have been going out. And so I took it upon myself to cut off all the lights. Took about 5 hours, and I had a sore hand for 3 days. Put new lights on it, got it all decorated. And guess what? We're not going to have to worry about it moving forward. So I'd love to know if you have decorated for Christmas or not. In fact, I'm going to open up my Facebook Messenger just so that I can kind of keep an eye on things. And if you send me a picture of your Christmas tree or any Christmas decorations, I will do my best to get those on our Facebook Live this morning. Good morning, everyone. So let's see. So I've been also playing around a little bit with camera. Hey, Mr. Shannon, how are you? So this is what I talked about. If you drop in a chat, I'm going to do everything I can to bring it on. Shannon, how are you? Hope you're doing great. Hope you're focused on creating the amazing life that I know you want. Anyway, that's the fun part of Facebook. We get to interact. I think I have close to 5,000 friends on Facebook. I'm trying to hold out the last 20 people with 20 of my new best friends. So if you want to be my best friend, right, new best friend, put it over there on Facebook. So good morning, Shannon. So I've been playing around a little bit with the toys in my office. And for those of you that know, about a year ago, I purchased a new camera and got in some new lights, and that's kind of what stimulated this. But last week, this is pretty cool. So last week, I updated the Mac software on my computer, and with it, it allowed my cell phone, my iPhone, to act as another camera. So I mounted it here in the office, and now I've actually, just like a news crew, I've got two separate camera angles that I can operate from. So isn't that cool? Hey, drop something in the chat if you think that's cool. I don't know, maybe only the guys are going to think that's cool. Hey, I think that's cool. And again, I'm just using my iPhone, so no fancy equipment. This camera, this camera that I have that I'm working from was a little spendy. I got to be totally honest. And it's a great camera. It's perfect for this kind of thing. But come to find out, my little iPhone is doing a pretty darn good job as well. And it's always fun. Thanks for the love, Shannon. So if you're with me live, drop in the comments. I can interact with you. But yep, I cannot hear you, but I can interact with you. And Shannon says, yep, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I love my little gadgets. I've actually got two microphones. One of them I'm actually using right here on my desk, which you can see. I've got another boom microphone. Sometimes Denise will come in here and we'll do some lives together. And so I do love the toys, So anyway, so I'm going to share a little bit. As I said, I don't have Denise with me live today, but I was thinking about what can I share during my 30 days live to provide value to you. And many of you that are watching this or that are watching this in replay, it's kind of interesting because we have been really focused on helping other people move their health and their life forward. So most of you know that I lost 85 pounds 15 years ago, became a health coach. And after a couple of years of coaching, I retired my job as a vice president for a Fortune 100 company to come home with real meaning and purpose and help other people. And I love helping people get healthy. And so Denise shared with us on her social media account 5 tips to help you get back on track. As I mentioned earlier in my intro, many people this time of the year kind of start slipping and sliding with their health goals, right? The temptations are starting to arrive. Certainly it starts with Halloween with candy. We're moving towards Thanksgiving, grandma's apple pie, and then we're going to slide into Christmas and Christmas parties. And I could just share with you, though, that when I lost my 85 pounds, I lost my weight from the very end of July, first part of August, through December, about 10th. I met my goal December 10th. So this time of the year has been really powerful at helping people get back on track. So I want to remind you, and Denise is so kind to help us. I'm going to give you Denise's 5 tips for helping you get back on track. So here's number one. So start right now. So a lot of times when we're thinking about getting healthy, we're saying, well, maybe after the holidays or after the big social event or next week or next month. And you know what? Starting to choosing right now and staying committed to your health plan will help you set yourself up for success when other temptations come along. So that means make a decision, make a commitment, and say, you know what? My health is important to me. I have a simple, easy way to get healthy. I'm going to stay really focused even with the temptations that come up. So number one, don't put it off. Get started right now. All right, number two, prepare your meals as much as you can in advance. Preparing ahead of time by pre-planning what it is you're going to eat, the fuelings that you're going to eat every 2 to 3 hours, what you're going to do for your lean and green meal. Make sure that you've gone to the grocery store and that you're stocked with healthy, program-approved snacks. This ensures that you're ready to go and prevents you from going off plan. Preparation is key. If you already know what you're having for dinner tonight, tomorrow, and on Saturday, guess what? You're probably light years ahead because you've planned ahead of time. You've got these groceries and you know what you're going to have. You've got the recipes prepared. And you know what? You've already picked out your 5 fuelings plus your lean and green. You are setting yourself up for success. So being prepared is key. So tip number 3, remember why you got started on your health goal in the first place. So your why is what led you to pursue health in the first place, whether it's for the children. I love that. I'm doing it for my kids. No, you need to do it so that you can enjoy those kids, so that you can get down on the floor, so you can play with them, be part of their lives rather than being a lump on a log, sitting on the couch and wishing that you could get down and play with the kids. Whether it's to heal an ailment, an illness, or give you confidence, or fit into clothes, or have more energy, or sleep better. All of these things happen when we focus on health. And remember, write it down, hang it somewhere where you can see it every day, and be reminded of why you started your health journey in the first place. I think at the very beginning, we're very clear, man, I need to lose 85 pounds. I don't feel good. I'm on all this medication. I want to have more energy and I want to sleep better. After about 30, 40, 50 pounds, actually you realize most of that, the thing that was pushing you to start in the first place has kind of been resolved. But it's the last 30 pounds, the last 35 pounds that take you to long-term optimal health. And so many people need a reminder of why they got started in the first place. So that's tip number 3. Tip number 4, and by the way, thank you, Denise, for letting me steal this from your Instagram account. These are all tips that Denise and I share on a regular basis over on both Instagram and on Facebook stories. Number 4, reflect on how far you've come, right? So going back on program after a setback can be difficult, and it may be easy to focus on all the ways you went wrong, all the, you're blaming yourself, you're saying this doesn't work for me, I can't do this. Instead, flip the narrative, flip the script, and focus on where you are now versus where you were when you started, right? So, if you just get started and in a week or so you're down 5, 6, 7 pounds, that's all cool. But when you're down 50 pounds on an 85-pound journey, right, just celebrate that success. And man, I feel great, but I want to feel even better. So celebrate and reflect on how far you've come. Even though you may not be at your ultimate goal, there's always something to celebrate. I bet you're feeling better for sure. And tip number 5, take it one day at a time. Stop thinking about, what it's going to look like in 3 months or a year, but simply focus on today. So what we advocate in what it is we do is lifelong transformation, one healthy habit at a time. And I think it's one day at a time, one person at a time. And while it's always good to set some goals, and sometimes it'll help keep you focused on what it is you want, it can also be something, especially if your goals are too far out, that you'll think you'll never, ever reach that goal. And you know what? Take one day at a time. I have a client that is addicted to stepping on the scale. And because I'm not about weight loss, I'm not about dieting, I'm about lifelong transformation. I told her, I said, you can weigh every day if you want, if that's a habit that you've gotten into. But here's what I want you to do. Promise me you'll put your scale inside a pillowcase so you can't see the number. and step on the scale every day. You can do that all you want. But you know what? We get so fixated on the number. I lost 3 pounds. I lost 4 pounds. I gained 2 pounds. You know what? It has nothing to do with that, because it's the daily habits that you create each and every day that will lead you to being healthy long term. So it's not about the scale. So again, just remind yourself, I want to get healthy. I want to feel better. I want to have more energy. I would love to look better. I would love to fit into better clothes. I know I'll probably look younger. Hey, I know for sure, and I'm not just saying this because I'm staring at myself in the camera, but I know this for a fact, that I feel better and look better now at 64 than I did when I was 30 and or 40. I'll have to go back and kind of share some pictures. But yeah, it's so powerful. And Denise, thanks for sharing your tips for us today. It's always great. So just so you know, Denise is off today visiting her mom. And I love this. She's taken her mom to I think it's the Lafayette Park Hotel over in Lafayette, California. And they're going to do a little spa treatment. They're going to go to lunch. They're going to sit back and watch a movie or two. They're just going to have a good time together. And I think it's also important to get together with mom, get together with dad, get together with your kids, because you know what? In a moment's notice, those moments can be gone. And so celebrate the day, focus on the things that are important to you. And I love it. So good morning, Grace. Grace, yep, I know you missed the last couple of days. And you know what? That's okay. I'm not taking names, although I did notice you weren't here. So for those of you that may or may not know, we've been doing this every day for the last 17 days. So today is day number 17. And Grace and her best friend Patty and Heather and some of the folks that are on our health journey have been, peeking in on my lives each and every day. And so I always love that when I get to interact with people. Facebook Live, it's fun, being on camera and talking to other people. I'm getting more and more comfortable with it. Grace, can you believe this? I'm actually a little camera shy. And given the opportunity, I'm an introvert. No, really. But you know what? I'm forcing myself by the commitment I made to go live every day. So if you're with me live right now, drop in the comments so I can see you and interact with you. We are live over on YouTube at my YouTube channel. You can find me over there, Russ McCann, over on YouTube. Make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel. So anytime we give tips, recipes, encouragement, or I go live, you're going to get notified as a subscriber. And if you're over here on Facebook, I try to make the announcement every day. So I'm going to go 10:30 tomorrow morning, Friday, 10:30 Sunday morning, and probably 10:30 on Sunday morning. So I'm trying to go 10:30 every day so that you can know when I'm going live. Always love interacting. And look at that. Look at that, Grace. We got Patty. Patty saying good morning. And you know what? I always love it when I've got Grace and Patty in the house. I'm gonna show some pictures one of these days of the two of you. I know you guys always love that when I do that. So anyway, if you have any pictures that you would like to share, feel free to just send me a private message. Your Christmas tree, a picture of your dog. Maybe it's you doing something or wearing something that you have not been able to do or wear in a while. And I know many of you that are listening to my live this morning have been clients of ours on our program, and we always love seeing the transformation. So if you have a picture of your success, share that with me, and in a future live 30-day live with Russ, I'll do everything I can to share that live on screen. So all right, so just one last thing, and then we'll wrap up for the day, and that is we have a really great healthy tips and recipe ebook that is specifically for the Thanksgiving holiday. We're just so blessed this time of the year, and I want you to stay focused on your goals, give you some tips, give you some great healthy recipes for the holidays, and instead of the high sugar, high carbohydrate add-ons to a nice turkey and salad, we've got some really great recipes: cauliflower and mushroom stuffing, kabocha pie, which is like pumpkin pie. Kabocha is another squash, but you can really make some great desserts with that versus pumpkin. I know the traditional pumpkin pie loaded full of sugar, as you know, we all know that's why we like it so much. But I want to help you create long-term health. And there may be a need to sacrifice or to make some changes over the holidays. And I would love it for all of our clients that are on their journey to get optimally healthy, or for those that have already reached their goal and want to stay healthy long-term. This can be a really great ebook for you. So feel free to download it. You don't have to print it unless you have a recipe that you want to prepare. But you can download the Thanksgiving holiday ebook at holidayrecipes.russmccann.com. That's holidayrecipes.russmccann.com. You'll put in your name, email address, and immediately have access to be able to download that. I know Grace and Patty, who are with us this morning, have downloaded the ebook that Denise and I put together, which is great. We've got about 40 recipes of our favorites. And you can still download that too. And you can download that at recipes.russmccann.com. So recipes.russmccann.com will give you the ebook that Denise and I put together a couple of years ago with some of our favorite healthy, lean, and green recipes. So love that. Feel free to drop in your comments. If you're watching this in recording or replay, always let me know that you did watch it in replay. It's surprising. We've got people that are watching day 8 and day 9 giving us comments on that. So we know people are listening. We know people are watching. Hopefully you're finding value in what it is we do. And we have all 17 days in a library over on YouTube. So if you go to youtube.com/@RussMcCann, you'll be able to find our playlist with all 17 days. It'll be a whole 30 days live, and super excited to share that with you. You can find that over on YouTube. So with that, you know what? We made it to Thursday. We got over the hump. Now we're sliding into the weekend, and I just want to say how blessed I am to have you all a part of my life. We are super excited about the 30 days live. Again, hopefully you are too, and you're finding value. Make sure you come back and join me tomorrow morning at 10:30. And until then, you guys have an amazing rest of the day.